recording going? Recording is going. Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome everybody to another video. I am Guardian Namek. We're gonna play a game. We're gonna play Gems of War. Namely, we're gonna try and do the faction assault. I'm doing the pre-quests right now to unlock the normal area before doing the faction assault because bonuses, I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead. And then we will try and do the guild event. And I do have a guild called Loot and Plunder from back way before I even started making things. It is semi-active, as in some of the players are active, and I am also semi-active. I really mean to be like more active. It's just a case of I have like 1,000,001 different games that I enjoy playing more than this usually, but I've been having some fun with it again. Combination of it's not that I haven't been having as much fun with the games I have been playing, but more of I've had my fun and now I need a change of pace, so I start playing this again to help out the guild, and then have been having a bit of fun. So we're gonna just have a nice little bit of fun and then also I had a bit of a crazy time with college this morning. As I went and talked to an academic advisor because I needed a plan in their planner system because the previous one I talked to didn't actually do that. A whole mess of things. And so I was trying to get that sorted because I needed to do it to be able to make sure I got financial aid so I could pay for college. And theoretically that is now taken care of, or will be within a few hours, hopefully. I'll also give it a few days, to be honest. But, so in theory, most of that issue should be dealt with. Red's more likely. Yeah. Get them both, but that'll get them both. Get the rest. Last one, rather. Yeah. And then theoretically I can submit my appeal for time. Basically, it's the case that due to transfer credits and working on the previous one, it was over the time, or over the credit limit. Basically, I shouldn't have had as much credits as I did. When it came to just like an associate's degree. And then, but I'm now working on a business degree instead of a CS degree. So I'm hoping that will be a valid reason to still get financial aid despite being over, because then it'll make it a lot easier to pay for college. Then I won't have to worry about really paying for college. I'll have to worry about the other parts of, paying for things. But the college part should be fine. I knew that was gonna blow up. I was like, I want these 2 skulls there. Of course, my explosion thing blows up those 2 skulls. Yeah, screw it. Ta-da! Okay, I will also say I absolutely love my giants with this game. I've always loved them. I don't use the ones I used to. I used to use not Jarlaxle, but the Jarl, a lot because he would make like 7 red, 7 yellow. He was great. He was, especially when I'd get just turn after turn, just keep swinging his hammer. Just like, it felt great. However, this dude's so much better. And then combined, I then also have her so that when I get a 4 or 5, I enchant everyone. So even if I can't get like the mana I need to, I can still get the charge. Or it's like, oh, I just need a little bit more. And I'd be like, hello, here you go. Have a little bit more mana. There's no good 4-way. There really is just nothing lined up well at all. Yeah, there's gold down there. I was like, let me just ignore that. Okay, yellow though. Yeah, let's risk it. Gotta be kidding me. Managed to get nothing out of that. That is the worst, where it's like, alright, bet. Dang it, I lost the bet. Really? Actually, I might need to worry about it. Dang it! Yeah, they're just being annoying. That's also the downside with it. He has a perk, or has a trait where when he gets hit, he makes 2 Doom Skulls. But, like, that just kind of helps the enemy more than it helps me. Nice, that actually worked. Okay. Okay, that one left, but that just went south just due to the, like, and you get nothing. Not a single one completed. Yeah. This is gonna be nice and cozy. I should try and move my stuff back a little, just so that the mouse is a little bit further from the mic to help reduce the amount of clicking that can be heard, because there will be a lot of clicking. And unfortunately, due to how I have my mic set up, it is just kind of like, it will catch the other noises, so it's pretty much that, or you cannot hear me. And it is a hard choice. Namely, two things. I don't have a, well, I have a mic arm, but it's not for this mic. It currently holds my pop filter. But the big thing is, like, I don't have a mic arm for this mic to, like, put it right next to me. And then on top of that, I don't like having it, like, right to the side of me, because then it's in my peripheral vision. I hate when things are in my peripheral vision, just, like, sitting there constantly. Just like, no, I want to put you away. So it kind of, like, where it is right now is kind of the only place that it doesn't bother me. Like, maybe at some point I should, I'd have to eventually upgrade. Not mic-wise, but positioning-wise. But I want to try and avoid that, just due to good old-fashioned case of, like, I don't have to deal with it, but I know I probably should. Okay, risk time. Okay, perfect. Paid off in full. Also, I realized I'll be in the way of whatever the last enemy is, but I don't care too much. This is a nice, cozy stream. It's meant just to be, well, me playing a game that I was going to play anyways, and streaming it. And it also looks like we are in ads right now. So I looked over on OBS, saw the thanks for subbing message show up. because I took inspiration from, I don't remember their Twitch handle, but it's something breezy. They're a bird. Bird or PNG tuber, VTuber. I don't know. I don't know the distinctions. I call it PNG tuber, but whatever. Um, they do things. Pretty sure they also do art, but they also play games. They're fun to watch. But yeah, they have like a sub-exclusive content or something like banner that they have pop up when it's during ads. And I was like, I could do something like that. So I did. Mine's just way more boring. Because it is all, as quite often, it is the case of like, I have this idea, but I don't have a good idea of how to implement that idea. And as such, it just ends up being like, man, it's not bad. Not notable either. Perfect. That's what we love to see. Grab that. And nothing there. Let's do it this way. Like, don't care, I can just kill you now. Ta-da! Victory is mine! I've also been playing a few other games lately. Namely, I got a game called Hell Slave lately, or recently. And by recently, I mean like a few weeks ago, or months ago maybe. Because it was like, get it for free now and get to keep it kind of thing. And I was like, ooh, free thing. Yes, please. I like free stuff. And it's kind of neat. I was thinking it'd be like a Darkest Dungeon kind of thing, but with some more depth to it. And it's more like a RPG with the Darkest Dungeon kind of aesthetic, aka like the dark and gloomy. And I can't remember what the actual aesthetic is called because there is an actual aesthetic for it. I just can't remember what that is actually called, but it's similar to Darkest Dungeon and kind of feels. And it's been pretty fun. It's only I'll only play it for like a little bit at a time because it is like very much the same kind of combat, just like over and over again. Which it's fun combat, but it very quickly gets like, okay, I had my fun with it. So it's one of those like it's good, but has some slight issues, but like it's old school fun, I'd say, where it's just like, yep, this is nice, simple, decently fun, and that's, you play it for an hour or so, yeah, that's good. I mean, back when I was younger, I really only played games for about an hour or so. And then, right, it's going to, wait, no, this is the wrong one. This is my guild event. This one. I was like, wait a second, something's not right. Nope, no. Bum, 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 bum. I get that. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, what shall the team be? What shall the team be? Because I don't have the actual team. Do, 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 do. Actually, what colors? Could have my giant team, but it wouldn't be as good. Or it could still be. Oh, but this dude is also like lightning damage. The minimum is always like 1 or so, but then the increase gets higher. But except for, unlike lightning damage with most things, the high number still only increases the same rate as flat damage. Yeah, let's just do the good old-fashioned case of we're going to Stormheim. Yes, yes. Where's my boy? Where's my boy? I don't have the full team. Let's get the Jarl in here. Let's get the Jarl of... Okay, just trying to think. Anything else I want? Ooh. I've been enjoying the cauldron because it doubles their Thingamabob, their attack, which is quite nice. Okay, suggest banner. Yeah, probably a fair bet. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, actually, this will work. This shall work. Because we really don't care about that dude too much. I mean, he'll be nice, but not too important. Where my Titan at? There's the Titan boy. And hopefully, the idea is that it'll go by pretty quickly. At least that's something. That it should be very quick battles. I'm in purple on the field. I should be safe to do this. Yep, very safe. They died in one hit. Because there's not as many. I don't have as many tokens to run this. I'm going to actually do the full thing instead of just like, yup, attack, rush time. How many green were there? 10. It's worth the risk. Perfect. Slap you. Aha. Perfection. Yeah, we're pretty much just gonna fight things. Okay, I'm in a purple, we should be good. I'm in a purple, we weren't good. We missed the one thing we needed. Oh well. How unfortunate it was. How unfortunate it was. Doesn't exactly work. And then also we get a decent amount of other resources just from doing these battles. And that's probably well worth it. You get a lot of rewards from the delves. They're bountiful, to say the least. Killed 2 of them before I've gotten to even take a turn. And I should probably be able to finish them off like that. I love my giant team, and it is largely why I'm having a great time. Let's go for it. Ta-da! Ah, I got a little explode. Yeah, this will be just a nice cozy stream. We'll probably do these kind of things every so often. Though I do have a tendency to go like, okay, that's enough of, streaming me playing the game. I've had a tendency to do like, okay, that's enough, because the few weeks ago I was like, I'm going to stream my Soga dailies, and then just stop playing. And just like, and busy with other things. And I believe that was just me playing other games, but I do also know I've just been very busy with college lately. Ugh. I didn't need to do it. Want to delay a little bit? Gonna be a terrible decision. Ah, it worked out. I forgot they were just really low health, but it didn't matter. Yeah, just been quite busy with college stuff. Not even homework yet. Probably will be. I will actually be doing some homework later today. That is the goal. Get some of that done early in the week. Then I can deal with, enjoying the rest of the week. Or, dealing with paperwork or whatever else I need to do. But very least in theory, I should make it a little bit easier to do that. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. It's just gonna be nice and simple. Okay, so basically you want to go through the top route first. Get all the nice little bonuses, and then you do everything else. It's like, where is... It's like, I'm not seeing any matches. Green, could be risky. It could be successful. It was not. It was like, it could be successful. And then reality said, no, it's not going to be, though. And at least that was easily successful. And... boom. Still made it work. Bum, bum, bum. Switch. I actually slept fairly well last night, but I'm definitely still feeling a bit tired. Also, just a second as I move the viewer count over to roughly there. Okay, a little bit further up. Okay, that should be pretty decent. That should work. Whew. But yeah, we're having don't know, my brain stopped working. We're winging it. I mean, really, this is all wrapped back around to the original premise of I'm just kind of playing games and streaming it, and yeah, still having a good time, I'd say. Ooh, if not a little tired. No, right, that's what it was. Well, apparently still tired, but... Okay, notepad for 120. I want to see how much how much score we get for doing this one. Also, I guess score was there. Didn't realize that. Just to, because I'm pretty sure the higher you go, the more you get, kind of thing. But I'm like, I want to make sure it's not a good old-fashioned case of like, I'm pretty sure it's this way, and it's just not that way at all. That has happened. Surprising amount of times as well. I mean, you know, I started streaming just to stream the game I was playing, and also to make like YouTube series out of it. I did make a partial YouTube series out of it. Actually, I'm gonna check on my channel. Yeah, let's just do it here. What we do? Like, how far did I get? I got about 8 episodes in and I stopped playing it. And like, it wasn't even remotely close to like finishing it. It was just the case of I decided to move on, I'm pretty sure. Let me mute that so that doesn't... I didn't even have it in full screen. I legitimately had it windowed and I had it capturing the window. Wait a second. I just did it. Wow, I just had a desktop capture? Oh, at some point I realized it wasn't full screen. Okay, so that was just on accident. I'm just looking at my old video. It's just going like, what did I do? Not even in like a terrible way, just like I really was just kind of doing things and having a good time. Like, that was my motto, basically. Blue has a better chance. Perfect. Perfect. Bingo, bongo, chocos. Yep. Didn't even, it wasn't even the case of like, oh, I plan on ending like, it's just, I mean, maybe I say it in the outro, but like, it didn't, from description wise, it didn't look like this was meant to be the end. Because like with Fate, I was playing that for quite a few episodes, honestly. I did a really good amount of episodes of Fate. I got a full 17 episodes, and then we got really unlucky, and I had it spawn with 2 support beams like things on you both sides, pretty much, like one on each side, and then one of the pylon quests were right there, and that was the only way to get through, and there was no way you could get through it. Granted, I could have used cheats to just go down a level, but I was like, oh, guess we're ending. You know, the funny thing, now that I think of it, is I partly was like, oh, guess we're ending, because I was like, you know what, I'm not sure if I want to play this anymore. And I legitimately like felt like I had to keep playing. So I used that as like, whoop, can't play anymore. But the best thing after that was... Yeah, when was the Starbound? Starbound was 2019. Fate started the new year of... Not new, literally New Year's, but started really early, January something. January 2020. I don't know why I said something. That'd probably bother me at some point. Uh, oh, ooh, I'm quite burpy today. Speaking of saying like, oh, generic, pointing at something instead of just saying the exact same thing I'm meaning. Um, has really annoyed me because I have recently almost finished the editing, and by almost finishing, I mean really I finished the starting of editing the Fallout 3 VODs recordings, and there's a lot of blue. Red is safe. And I make this generic, like, talking about a game and talking about a person, and I don't know who it was. I think I know who it was, but I don't know for certain. And it's just like, why didn't I just say the name of any of the one things? Because then it could have made it clear who it was or what it was or something. But instead I was just like, what if I just gave zero content or like zero hints to what it could be? So it's like I really need to not just talk generically. And instead, like, this is the thing that happened, or this is the time frame, or, give some specifics. Which I also have been getting a little bit better on, just because, saying, oh, I do a lot of stuff. Not very helpful. Yes, I have a lot of projects. But, having a lot of projects means quite literally nothing. So I've been getting slightly better at, ooh, perfect brown. At actually, pointing out what projects those are, instead of just going like, yep, I have a lot of projects. Boom. I was thinking of getting back to updating and adding things to Phantom Hour, or not Phantom Hourglass. That's an actual game made by a proper team. No, Phantom Asteroid. Also, name was not inspired by Phantom Hourglass. Though, I will say, Phantom Hourglass, it's a Legend of Zelda DS title. Absolutely great game. I loved playing it as a kid. Yeah, this should be safe. Perfect. Where was it? Oh yeah, I was thinking of trying to get back to updating and making updates for Phantom Asteroids, which is my game that I've made and published on the Google Play Store. I believe it's still in a playable state. I wouldn't be surprised if something has gone wrong where won't show up or whatever, because I haven't updated the Google Play listing for a while. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some issues there, but it should theoretically be perfectly playable. It's a nice endless bullet hell kind of game. Nice and simple. I did remove the ammo system for pretty much everything but the Mega Laser, because I quickly realized how I had it just didn't work with an ammo system. Like, it worked with one of the games that I was inspired by, but it just did not work in any regard when it came to what I had actually made. And I really liked the ammo system because it gave some credence for, like, okay, this or that or whatever. But it also just very quickly made it not that fun because you could really easily run out of ammo, especially because I just could not get um it set up so that it wouldn't fire when I wasn't, or when I was trying to move. So you end up like firing a lot of extra. I figured out what happened. Still went with it anyways. Oh, that's fair, unfortunately. Um, that's the But yeah, so like you could waste a lot of ammo that way, and then also there's a lot more like enemies just due to, you know, there's a bunch of asteroids. You shoot a bunch of asteroids. Nice and simple. But just like how I had it, it just wasn't, you'd run out of ammo really too quickly. And I quickly realized like there's no good way to, I could probably balance it to make it so you didn't run out too quickly without also making it so you practically never ran out. And if I was going to have it set up so you practically never ran out of ammo, I might as well not worry about ammo to begin with. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna switch it to not have to worry about ammo. But I tried to go back to see what I wanted to do to update it, upgrade it, all that fun stuff, and very quickly went, there's a lot going on here, and also a lot of the things I want to try and do are also very complicated things. I don't think I'm going to get anywhere by trying to do it here. So pretty much that game is going to be continuing to be on hold in a sense. Like eventually I might do proper updates and actually put cloud saves on it, but that is, I will say, surprisingly confusing. But until then, it'll be decent. Won't be too important. It'll be a good thing. Okay, yeah, definitely more points at higher levels. Boom, 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 boom. Dang, already almost 40 minutes in. But past that, I'm not actually sure what I want to work on. I know I should try and finish up the Fallout 3 editing. Just have not been in the mood for editing. I got like a little bit more done. And then call it a good kind of thing. We're just like, okay, these might be available in 2020, 2020. You know, 20,000 years from now. Where the recording has degraded so much that no one will even recognize what in the world is going on. Perfect strike. Past that, I'm just not sure. And the thing is, well, I have a giant list of projects to try and work on. So it's not the case of like, oh, I don't have any ideas. It's the case of like, oh, I don't have any ideas that I want to take the time to learn, basically. Because a lot of them do require me to learn a bit more. Because a lot of the things are basically cases of like, okay, dang it. Going to try and do this thing, but it requires me learning this new thing. And I don't always feel like taking the time to learn how to do the new thing to be able to do the project. Like, I just want to be able to do the project. And so it's a case like, not sure what I want to do. However, I will say, I do have some of my projects up on my website. And by some of them, I do mean probably a small portion of them. I sometimes update the list to add more things. A lot of times I'm like, but what if I just ignored that task again this week? Okay. Perfect. Green. So it's like if there's any tasks that you see on my website that are like, ooh, I'd like to see you do this thing. It doesn't, see the finished result, because I don't stream my projects. I think I tried to stream one of my projects once and was just like, I can't focus like this. I mean, there was a little bit more to it than that, but it was effectively just like, I don't know. Like, I feel more able to do more when I'm just doing it instead of trying to talk as well. Because that will always also happen, is that I'll just kind of try and talk um, if I'm streaming. Kind of like a default reflex in a sense. Blues are not gonna be good, so grab some blue there. Purple. Purple should be decently safe. Yeah. I figured I'd at least get something. And then big boomer there. A big, not actually, big boomer there. Technically not actually boom, but you know. Get some nice rewards. Nice stuff here. We may end up playing some more tomorrow. But also probably not, because I'll be so busy tomorrow. Just due to I have work tomorrow. And oh yeah. And I need to do the whole like check online, call in, whatever thing for jury duty tomorrow. Just to see, are we actually having do I actually need to come to the jury stuff, or is that going to be put off because the day after is the 4th, you know? And so it's the case, like, I may have to take time off, all that fun stuff, and it's chaos. And for the most part, it's fine. It's like, it's fine chaos, but it is still chaos. And it's just like, dang it, so much stuff. And also, not to mention, Monday, Wednesdays, super busy, because I got classes in the morning, really just one class in the morning. That takes up pretty much the entire morning. Not literally, but it's a solid, it's 9 to like 11:20, and getting there takes up a good bit of time. And so it effectively takes up before noon. Then I have lunch at noon, you know, when I get back home. And then I have work pretty much right after lunch. And then that goes until pretty much the evening. And did it dodge? I'm guessing it had... I really don't know how it dodged. Because I feel like it should have... I could understand if it had barrier, but I don't think it had barrier, because I don't think anything could have put barrier. Oh well. Yeah, let's just turn purple into boom. You know, that works. That works. Yeah, let's do that. Weird. Oh, okay. Right. I was like, how did it... No, it's due to the fact that one of the things I fought has agile, which is so annoying. Like, agile is such an annoying trait, because it rarely is useful, but it's always annoying, because it rarely changes anything. It's just, I'm like, really? Really? Gonna do this? Okay, anything good? Absolutely not. Let's buff that. I should have grabbed that. Whoops. Okay, it won't give me an extra turn, but it will blow some stuff. Hey look, extra turn still came my way. Green is pretty darn safe. Perfect. Perfecto. But yeah, nice simple time. Yeah, let's look at more of my videos again. I did, okay, so let me just, I started the Fate videos January 8th, finished May 15th. Okay, that's not too. I pretty much did a video worth of stuff, um, 3 times a month. That's about it. Which I will say feels. I feel like I used to stream a lot more back in the day, but I'm thinking now maybe I just felt like I was doing more, and now I'm doing more. It's just the case of um now it's just the case of like I don't really have plans. I'm just like, yep, I'm streaming today. But I still end up streaming more often than I used to. Or maybe not. I don't know. I still don't stream that often. I certainly don't make as much content as I used to. Because I did a lot of editing back then. Because I was like, I'm going to make everything I do a series. And then I burnt myself out. I will say, I am really good at burning myself out. Oh, it is just one of those things that it's like, I gotta do all these different things. I gotta do the most I can. And then I burn myself out and I do the least amount of stuff I can, pretty much. Or like, there's a bunch of things I want to do, but then I end up just like playing games and relaxing. And also dealing with a bunch of other life things, but those are required things, and then I feel like, oh, I could just be like, I got those done, and instead of working on anything productive, I am going to play some video games. And, like, to be fair, it is a very perfectly valid to relax and play games. And the thing is, I still get a lot done. Definitely not as much as I probably should. Maybe still I am getting as much as I should get done, and I just want to do more. But, not sure what I was gonna put that, but I definitely, like, there's so much, like, I want to do this thing, and then I end up doing, like, nothing of it. I instead just play video games a lot of times outside of, you know, dealing with major life, stuff. Ah, dang it, should have taken that blue. Ooh, red seems right for the taking. Let us take red again. Put it all on red. Ooh. Ooh. Also, I guess to be fair, it was videos with the Fate series, and I did paste those out as I kind of do in general. So it might have only been like a week or two, but that is why we have the VOD channel. So that way I can upload the VODs, and it's just like, yep, I streamed this point, and usually the VOD goes up within a week. Sometimes I forget about it for like a month or so, but usually I get it within like a week. Usually even a day or so. Yeah. Oh, we're getting close. We are getting close. I like it. And I had a lot of fun with the Metal Arms series. I really liked reusing thumbnails, I noticed. I did not have many creative ones then. I will say I do enjoy my Fallout 1 and 2 style thumbnails. They're, once again, very simple. But I do enjoy just adding on more and more, like whatever we've discovered that time, just adding it to the growing clutter of the thumbnail. Like, it's a very minor thing, and probably is more of a turn off than something to make them, make someone go like, oh, I'm gonna watch that. But I enjoyed editing it. Like, every time it's just like, ooh, find this thing. So it's like, they might not be the best, or even necessarily good. But it did make me happy. Talking is making me tired, that's for certain. red, green. Well. Okay. Oh, purple's safe. Purple is safe to blow up. Perfect. And dang. Okay. Oh, nuke that one. And then target green. Boom. It did. Whoa, stretch. Ooh. Yeah, definitely getting tired from all this talking. I know the audio for my Metal Arm series was not the greatest. I didn't really have a good mic at the time, but I still highly suggest anyone who is watching to go check it out because I love playing Metal Arms. It's very unfortunate. Oh well. And so you can enjoy just how much I enjoyed the game. And punch. And where did I go from Metal? Oh right, I did Regions of Ruin. I had a ton of fun with Regions of Ruin. I pretty much like stumbled across Regions of Ruin, or like re-stumbled across it potentially. And I was like, I'm having fun with this. I'm gonna make a series out of it. And it was quite fun. It was nice, simple. And then oh yes, 2022. I pretty much took a giant break from the beginning of 2021 till about the end of 2022 from when it comes to like editing and such. Because most likely I was just really busy. Or other issues arise. And so it's just a case it was like I gotta do other things. I just was not feeling it. Or one thing or another. Mostly safe. Perfect. Yeah, so it took me a while to end up playing another game and editing. And I have the Fallout 1 and 2 series. And yeah. Weird, I have to have a clean that out. I also did a mega episode of Fallout 2, which has the highest view count of all my different videos. However, actually, I guess to be fair, it's still about the same amount of watch time. Most people don't watch my videos all the way through. They'll click on it, go, "Oh, this is boring." I'm assuming that's what they do, but like the viewer watch thing always like drops off like immediately after like the first like 15 seconds probably. Like they're willing to hear me do the intro and then go like, yeah, I don't care. Which is fair. I am not very good at catching people like, hey, this is a reason you should enjoy this. Because it's like, I don't know, you might enjoy it. It's the same reasons like I am genuinely not very good when it comes to social media and streaming in general as well. Yellow's pretty safe. Because it is the case, I'm just kind of winging it, and that is another thing on the giant list of things, is I do want to try at some point to learn how to do things better. From streaming, to editing, to singing, to art. Like, there's a bunch of different things where it's like, yeah, I want to try and take the time to maybe try a course or some tutorial or whatever to help me learn a little bit on a certain thing. The issue lies in the fact that I am just really lazy. Not even necessarily lazy. It just lies on the fact that I have a million and one other things that I have on a list, and like 2 points of energy to maybe work on anything on that list. And like, it's like everything costs 5 and up. And I got $2. It's like a lot of times I just end up not doing anything, and it's just no good. But I always mean to do a little bit more. But yeah, at the very least, I'm getting a little bit better at doing things instead of just relaxing, I guess. I don't know. I mean, on one hand, it is good to relax and just unwind, but I always feel like there's cases like I can be doing X and Y at the same time. I might as well. I mean, to be fair, that's also why I end up playing a ton of idle games. Because then I can do like X, Y, Z, Alpha, Beta, Omega. Trying to think of a bunch of different other, like, we get to Z, and then we go to the Greek alphabet. I don't know, it's like, I don't actually know, like, any letters in the Greek alphabet. That'd be a fun thing to learn. Oh, that's another thing. I legitimately do enjoy learning. I am also just not that good at it. I'm not terrible by any means. It's just the case of, like, in the academic sense, I'm pretty bad. Yeah, yellow should be decent. Decently safe. I think I should grab it. And go you. And then heal you. Buff you, rather. And now are you gone? Perfect. That worked wonders. But yeah. Just kind of winging it and all that. Also, I'm so glad I have auto mod because I had my channel dashboard for YouTube up, and I was looking at the old videos and such and talking about that, and during that we had a bot come in try and do the whole viewer thing, and luckily I've got it set up to catch a lot of how they do it. So they come in and just like automate, like, I recognize that band. Not even banned, it's just timed, or it's blocked, and then I go just like bam. Okay, should be decent safe. Perfect. Any forwards? Not looking like it. I think the full. Nope. Nothing too good. Okay. Anything good? Oh, dang, not really. We got a lot of red, so let's put some more red on the field. Oh, really? Didn't get a bonus turn. Fascinating. Ooh, red seems like it should be good. Or brown. Okay, red's a risky one, but I want to do that. Ta-da! Oh. Now that popped my back, that's for certain. Also, my god, no, I needed yellow. I needed yellow runics. Oh, all I got was purple. Because I'm trying to get a new empowered unit for the guild event. Not empowered unit, but empower, get the trait empower. So that way, they start off with mana, and then I get to use them to charge up someone else to nuke things out. Because that's how you do things. Okay, first we buff. And we find a combo. Not seeing a combo. So now we'll just do this. Yellows could be decent. Yay! Success. Literally that won it. This is also why I love that team. I love my Giants. Because it's so satisfying just to go like, hello, blah, 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 and win. Da, 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 da. I know. I will also say it's quite funny, but whenever I end up talking for a decent amount of time, my nose gets really stuffy, and it's like, well, at least my throat isn't super stuffy at that point. So it's like I consider that a win. Okay, nothing, nobody. Can't leave that one out. Okay, looks like we're soon to be in an ad break. My brain broke for a bit because it was like I saw the ad break thing. Say, hey, ad break coming soon. And I didn't see it on my screen, so I was like, wait, what? Okay. How many greens? There's a lot of greens. Yeah, let's just do that. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that should at least help the odds of greens. At least devastated something. Boing. And, dang it, no scores. Brown is mostly safe. That's one way to undo what I was planning on doing. Okay, just as safe. I guess either way it didn't matter. The normal AoE was going to be able to finish the job. Whoops. Hit the desk. Got some stuffs. And it's a little bit to go. Yeah, I'll probably try and finish that today. But I think I will call that a stream because one, my nose is starting to really clog. And I need to get up and stretch and all that. And technically you can do that midstream, you know, take a break, all that kind of stuff. But social battery, just like my endurance, is really short. But I do want to thank everyone who showed up, watched anything. I do hope you enjoyed. This VOD should be up anywhere from tomorrow to next week. I don't know. Oh, dang it. I should have ended... Oops. Should have ended the stream, or not stream, ended the ads. That's what I was like, why can't I think of the word? News of the ads, but I don't believe anyone's watching on Twitch. I can actually check them. No, it doesn't look like there's anyone but me, and me. And two other versions of me, I think. Not literally, but they're just bot tools, but the only one who's legitimately there is me on my third monitor. my leftmost monitor, because I have that on the stream manager to make sure it's actually, streaming. And I don't even know if that one counts. Anyways, though, yeah, I I do hope everyone enjoyed. I am always happy when people stop by for a good bit. Yeah, the brain's done working, and I have to go repair it. But I also highly suggest check out my edited videos. Highly suggest watching my Metal Arms playthrough. The audio's not the greatest for my mic, so if you can tolerate that, I think you will really enjoy it. And hopefully, you can talk about it next time I stream. I was gonna say, hopefully, you finish by the next time I stream, but theoretically, if I do stream tomorrow, that would be a lot of cramming in like one day. But also, like, it is the case that, like, probably won't stream time. That gives a lot of time. But, yeah, go check out my Metal Arms series. You can find it on my channel. For those watching on YouTube, you can just go to my channel, and it'll probably be one of the first series there. And, yeah. Till next time, have a great time. Bye-bye!